Hello there, I'm the base manager and welcome back to Factory Town. Now, today I think it would be a good idea for us to get into the magic stuff as we need some mana bricks to progress to the next level and some mechanical rails. So we should start thinking about doing some research on that way, but we kinda need 1,000 nature research points. That's a little bit, okay? I'm not going to lie. So before we get into the magic stuff, first we are going to create a slightly better system than this one to create magic tombs for the research points. And other than that, we are also going to sell these antidotes because, truth be told, we only needed 20 to advance the town center, but now we have all of this stuff and we can sell them because they sell for a really good amount of money. So I'm also going to find a way to transport this, and guess what? They are probably gonna get transported via boat again, because it's the easiest way around it. There is already a fair amount of conveyor belts going all over the place, so if we could avoid creating more conveyor belts, if at all possible, that is. Of course, that if it is not possible, then we can also just conveyor it all the way into the city. But I'll see how I approach that problem in just a little bit. First, the far more complicated task of redoing this thing over here, because it's messy and it's not being as efficient as it should be. So, once again, we are going to be using the boats, because I'm going to be honest, I really like the boats. I don't know if it was obvious already or not, but I kinda really like the boats. Let's go over here, let's remove this, and let's put antidote over in this filter. Okay, and antidote over there as well, and then we remove this, and now we have the... Where is the antidote boat? It's right here. Okay, once again, please bring that over here, if you be so kind. Well, I think this is going to be an inefficient way to transport it, because the boat will not be full, but oh well, who cares? As long as we sell a couple of those and make a little bit of money, that's all it really matters. You go there, you pick this, and you sell it to the apothecary in town. And our city is starting to get quite filled up with movement. Once again, if you are going to do, of course that you can just use the conveyors to supply directly to the markets, but if you are going to do the abusive amount of wagons and caravans, always remember to have thick roads, otherwise things will be complicated on single tile roads like this. Yeah. But in any case, given that we are now taking care of this and selling the antidotes, of which we are never going to use for construction again, so we can just sell them all and it would be okay. Now it is time for us to move to the research tomb level 2s. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. At first I was thinking that we could put the industrial knowledge tombs on our forge area, mostly because the materials that we need are all found in here. It's easier to siphon the materials from this existing area than it would be for us to, you know, set up all of this industry all the way on the other side of the map, right? But truth be told, this is getting rather confusing, so I think that maybe we could soon start thinking about making a proper forge area that is properly organized and with proper space. For that we are going to need a large stretch of land and a lot of red coins to simply put, terraform everything, so an area like this one that only has like a little bit of natural resources that we care about, because you know, cotton we can plant, potatoes we can plant, and trees we can plant. Not so much for the iron though. And this iron over here has quite the large amount of iron in it, because usually they have like 500 or something like that. See? These deposits over here, they have 400, 500. This one, however, is quite rich. So, yeah, the forge area being the proper late game forge area that is easily expansible could be put in here, because we have a lot of materials. Let's start buying a few more land for the future, of course, so we have an idea of what we are working with. Yep, sounds good, but in any case, for now at least, I will still use this area, and I'll try to set up the lab thingies over here, so that we can use the resources that we already have in hand, like, you know, the wheels and the pipes, of which we have a few. And after that, we could think about setting up a proper forge area, because if we have a proper forge area somewhere around here, we can then also have a proper magical forge right next to it, because these two forges staying close to each other is a rather good idea, because you are then in the future you are going to use magic to upgrade your forges further. The same way you have steam, you know, steam pipes. In the future you are going to have like magical pipes, I forget their names, that will also increase the productivity. So having the two close by is always a good idea, so that you don't have a pipe going from one side to the map to the other, making things ugly, especially above the city. You know, the citizens don't like to have things above their heads. They don't like when we impede their view. But in any case, let me just take care of level 2 tombs, because those are actually the most important, because those are the one locking the research that we want, and then we take care of level 2 industrial tombs when we actually need them. So the way we are going to achieve this is that we are going to put the lab right next to the antidote production, because we have all the ingredients that we need in here, the fish and the remedies. Both of these are backing up in their respective production buildings, so we could use the backup to create level 2 tombs. And to make life easier on us, we are going to pause so we stop the things moving in the conveyors. And we are going to move the tomb level 1 production facility from over here into over here, just to make it easier for us to how should I put it? Transport the tombs from this lab to the other. Right, so all we need to do is go over here. Go over here, make it like this, right? We can delete this line later, and then like this, you know, and we can delete this line over here. Please, game, let me delete stuff, because I will delete it later, don't worry about it. So this is already performing the tasks that we want. Then all we need to do is, instead of transporting it into the warehouse like this, we are going to transport them from here to here, and then we create another barn over here. I just love my barns. I will make 5,000 barns within a production line. It is unnecessary, but is the way I like to play. For me, barns are like nodes, you know, and I just think it is a good idea to have a bunch of barns all over the place, because you will start accumulating resources that you don't know that you are going to need, right? In the future you realize that you need just a little bit of cotton, and you can come over here and siphon it instead of creating another line. But oh well, let me just finish up the conveyors, and we'll be done with the level 2s. Okay, so we already have the level 2 tombs being transported via this little bridge over here into the lab. Now the lab is producing the level 2s. Get right into this barn, and from this barn we are going to go through pretty much the same path as the tombs. We are going to use this cute little bridge over here. I personally just love building these scaffolding bridges They look so nice. And instead of going down over here, we are going to continue through this level all the way into the barn over here, and we are going to replace these level 1 tombs with level 2s. So let's go over here, let's select level 2s. Level 2, there we go, they look pretty much the same. Yep, but it is confirmed. Those are level 2s. So let me just connect the conveyors now. And there we go, level 2 tombs being transported, going through the belt. There is a... we need to make a little bit of another bridge over here. Things are going to start getting complicated, and these kinds of bridges will be necessary all over the place. But that's okay. They are going to be transported over here. In here we already have the level 2 tombs selected. However, we should probably now take care of the extractor. Going like this, we select the level 2 tombs. And then we follow the line all the way to the other warehouse, right here. Remove the level 1 tombs, selected with level 2s. And now I need to find you. I need you to go over there to clear your work order, and from now on... no, and from now on you are going to take these level 2s and you're going to deliver them to the school, okay? So now we just need to wait a little bit for these tombs to be delivered to the school to see its effect in action. And there we go, the first 4 tombs being delivered, and we are going to get a boost of 40. There we go. Now we get 10 per book, which is just fantastic. We are going to start get those nature research point going up really quickly, which means soon enough we'll be able to do the mana purification research, which will then allow us to do the mana bricks for the town center upgrade. And as you can see, in no time we just gained a bunch of research materials. It was really in no time. I was just checking out a few things, and now we already have the necessary research points for the mana purification. So from that research we got the magic forge. Let's see, what kind of recipes do we have right now? We have only 2 basic recipes for the mana crystals and for the mana bricks. Okay, simple enough. If I recall correctly, there was a bajillion mana shards around the place. Yep, there is mana shards over there, mana shards over there, mana shards over there. There is just a ridiculous amount of mana shards. So yeah, this area is going to be a fantastic magical forge. We have all the materials that we need readily available, and we even have a bunch of stone because we are going to need stone. Stones are actually important as well, because if you see recipe, mana bricks require stone bricks, so stone is one of those resources that we are going to need. Okay, so we are going to move the mana stuff production into... no. Come with me, please. Into somewhere around here. We are going to have to flatten a big chunk of terrain, but that's okay, that's okay. So give me a moment while I try to figure out which area would work the best for us. You know what, guys, for an early mana setup I'm going to use this plateau over here simply because I kind of like it. I'm going to expand it a little bit so that we have more space. I kind of like the idea of having the magical stuff being done on top of a mountain, right? It makes perfect sense that the crazy mountain people would be the ones doing magic. But yeah, this is going to be the location of our early mana setup, and let me just spend the next 3 hours terraforming this area square by square. Okay, so we already have the resources being mined. 2 mines going full throttle on these mana crystals. They are going to be depleted rather soon, but we are gonna get them at least rather quickly, and we kinda need as many mana shards as we possibly could get, because we are going to go through a bunch of those. Now, we are also going to need a bunch of fuel. Once again, now is the time that coal is kind of getting a an important part in all of this, because as you can see, it needs 10 units of fuel. If we go for wood, we need 5 wood to make it work. As for coal, we only need 2.5. Yeah, 2.5 to make it work, and indeed this one is 12 units of fuel, which is even worse. So yeah, this warehouse will serve as stone and coal storage, and now I just need to find a way to get some coal into this, because yeah, the fact that I have the resources up the mountain doesn't help a lot when it comes to transporting said resources, but I'll find a way. Well, I mean, one of the way that we could deal with the height is by raising the place where the coal is. If we raise the coal, we don't need to worry about it too much when it comes to transporting it, because we can still use chutes. So let's raise all this coal and all these crystals, because they are going to be useful in the future as well. Raise all of this, please, and a little bit of space for a mine. I think this is more than enough. Thank you. Let's go into here, mine, please. Let me see, where should I place it? Probably over here. It's the best place, because it covers more nodes. Now I can just go like this. Right? Yeah, fantastic. Then that means that this line needs to be reworked a little bit, but this is pretty much the concept here. But the mine for coal is gonna get a worker boost. I'm really low on workers right now, which means we are going to have to rework a little bit my forge over here. There are plenty of forges that probably being overstaffed unnecessarily. So we can just remove these guys from here. Oh, only one worker there. Yep, let's remove those workers from there. And in here everything is full. Yeah, for example, this doesn't need 10 workers. Let's reduce it slightly until we start burning as much fuel as we produce. Oh, in fact, what I can do, if I stop being a little bit of a dummy, I could create a barn for it. And then we put the grabbers, and then we put the grabbers. There we go. This way we can accumulate with less workers right now, because everything is full, right? All the storages are pretty much full, so the forges are not working, so the steam is not being consumed. However, if the forges start going off, the fact that we are reducing the amount of workers in the mine would mean that we would not be producing enough fuel to power up the steam generators to produce enough steam for everything. However, if I have a barn right here that accumulates a bunch of coal, then we have a little bit of a buffer for when a moment like that arrives. Okay, so with fuel in hand, let's provide the fuel into the thingies, the magic forges. Stone goes there, and then we will output the mana crystals into a barn, because those are a good idea to have in storage, and I mean a lot of those things. And now that we have those, we can finally just go like this, and then like this. Then we put the grabber over here, and voila. And then we store up the mana bricks right there, because we need to put them in storage, otherwise they don't count for building purposes, and therefore we can't upgrade the thingy, the town center. So now we have bunch of storage for mana bricks, bunch of storage for crystals. I'm not going to increase the productivity in here just yet. I might create a steam generator for them though. Wait. Yeah, I might create a steam generator for them because they are able to be boosted through steam. But for now, we just need to accumulate a couple of these for the upgrade, so let's not worry ourselves with that. That's a problem for future me to think about. Now we need the mechanized rails, I believe. Let me take a look. Mechanical rails, can we build those? 2k research points, okay. I was trying to avoid doing D-level to industrial tomes. You know, because it's a little bit more complicated than the natural research tomes. But okay, I suppose I will have to take care of that, because I could build myself an entire new forge and terraform this entire map, and I would still not have enough research points. So we really need to go for the level 2 tombs. So I think it is time for me to think about how I want to proceed with those, and I will give you the answer in just a little bit. Alright, let's add to the confusion that we already have on the forge with a massive pipe bridge. How massive? Really massive. It's really tall. It goes above the buildings and above all the mess just to transport the pipes all the way over there. And well, that's the wonderful thing about this game. You can keep going up and up and up and up, and there is always more space for you to build more snakes and more spaghetti. It's just fantastic. But now we have all the materials except for the level 1 tombs. The level 1 tombs now need the books. Guess what? More boats are going to be required. Where is the elevation thingy? It's right here. Let's push this down a little bit, just like this, and let's put the barn right there. In fact, I can just get rid of this for easier access of my boats. There we go. Now this boat is now here stuck because it still has a lot of... Bro, I think there is enough space for you to drop your stuff. Yeah, so how about you go here, pick up the stuff, and then deliver it over there again. No? Nah. Yeah, it's the same issue. Can't track. So, I'm sorry guys. So, once again we have the issue where the boat can't track because it's being a dummy. And boat AI is a little bit messy, but that's easy. Just put the boat in a midway point and then it will be able to track. Okay, so what do we need? We need the books. Yeah, the books are kind of important. Thank God we already have some book production, of which we could technically expand a little bit to include a few more books for this line over here. There we go. Great. Where is the book thingy? It's right here. But we are not yet producing enough books to the point that we could support 2 boats. Because that boat is transporting the books over here to be used as research materials. As you can see, it's being rather efficient. We have, or in this case effective, because we already have a bunch of research points to use. But we could probably use a little bit more book production, because that's not nearly enough books. So we need more. Book production has been increased. Here's a cool thing. I just now discovered this. If you put a splitter in here, right in the middle of the 2 buildings, it will actually input the materials on the belt into the 2 buildings at the same time. That's rather cool, because you know, with this we can put buildings close together instead of putting the splitter right here and then create a belt to either side. We can just put the splitter and it will just put the stuff inside, and that is just great. Okay, so now we have additional book production. Hopefully that will be enough to support the level 2 tomb production over here, and after this I still need to find a way to put it into the school. I think I will just conveyor this one, because it would be just simpler. Okay, so we need a boat. You pick up books and deliver them over here, please. Thank you. And there we go, we have the level 2 tombs being transported directly into the school. I just didn't want to build more barns over here. Or replace this recipe, because that recipe is still going to it's going to still be online, so that we have a little bit more research going. It's not a lot, because each book of this costs is worth 10 points instead of 1, but in any case, it's just another excuse for me to build more bridges. And yep, not that bad. Actually, it wasn't that difficult. And now that we have the research going, soon we will have all that we need to do the mechanical rails, and after this we are going to be done when it comes to the materials needed for the town center level 6. I just need to find out how to build those mechanical thingies. Let me see, we need one of these. Oh, they're not that difficult actually. All we need is this and gears. I have plenty of those somewhere around here. Yep, we have gears right there and rails right there. So once the research is done, we are gonna get those mechanical rails done rather quickly. Also guys, another thing, instead of just focusing constantly on just the objective, there is also another thing that I would like to focus, and that is on something that there was not present on the game when I last played the game, and that is trains. So apparently there are these things called train stations, you know, figure, and you can use the rail tracks and steam locomotives. Let's go over here. Steam locomotive right there. Of course, I'm not going to build it, but yeah, these things can then pull carts, and the carts can then be unloaded on the... Wait, I can't... I still need to research these things. Of course I need to do that, obviously. But the important part in the middle of all of this is the fact that I reserve a little bit of space for some rails, because as you can see, the spaghetti monster is starting to grow, and soon there will be no space for a train. But given that the train should be something that transports a large amount of items, I'm going to have it transport items from, you know, really far away. It's not going to transport items, for example, right here. That's for boats and caravans. Rails, I suppose it's for something slightly farther away. So let's just buy us a few more plots of land. So you know, we have a bunch of money. We can start unlocking the map and having an idea of everything that is surrounding us. But I was thinking that we could do some more farming far away from the city, and turn that the food that we are going to get from those farms into stuff that we could sell here on the tavern. There we go. In the tavern we have sandwiches, fish stews, meat stews, veggie stews, and a lot other bunch other things like apple jam, pearl jam, whatever. This is stuff that makes the residents really happy, and you know, it's going to net us quite a good amount of money, and we could even bring back some other stuff to sell in the food market, you know, like I don't know, yeah, if we are going to make apple jam and pearl jam, we could also bring some pears and apples and sell them over here in this market. So you know, take care of a bunch of food, give a bunch of variety for our citizens, because their households, as you can see, they are pretty much eating potatoes and tomatoes every single day. And I suppose that when you eat a tomato sandwich every single day, you get bored of it. So, with that in mind, how the hell do train stations work? Because we could see in there that there is 2 arrows, so I suppose that's for rails, right? That's what it would make sense, right? So I suppose that the train comes from one side and exits the other, so... okay, how about we flatten this area? Printer style? Where was I? Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Rails. Right? Something like this, I suppose. And then we need the locomotive. Right? And let me just complete the circle, just to... So I suppose that I can't move you, right? We can add mine carts to transport the high quantity of goods. And then what the hell do... Oh, I'm sorry. Then why do we need the these things? The box cart. Oh, okay. I think I get it because these probably can be unloaded at multiple locations, but these things, the box cart, the tank carts, and the upper carts, can only be unloaded at a train stop. Oh, there is airships in the game now? Oh, that's nice. Okay, so another thing that I kind of noticed that we needed is water and fuel. Makes sense, I suppose. Can I at least move this guy? No, I will have to delete it. That's just fantastic. Okay, so... Oh, it's going. But it stopped. Why? Okay. I will figure this out off camera. That's probably for the best. Okay, so we have now the research points that we need. This boat is being a jerk. It's getting stuck constantly, and I don't understand it because it's not this boat. I believe it is this one. This one has a further path to go through, and it never gets stuck. Beats me, like I said, boat AI really weird. Don't care. Research, mechanical thingies, mechanical rails are done. I already took the liberty of building this already, and let's go. Produce me some mechanical rails. Yeah, I'm just transporting some gears from our storage over here into our machine shop. We should probably put some steam boosters into this, so add steam booster, grab a pipe, let's extend the pipe a little bit. The camera usually is your biggest enemy when it comes to pipe laying. I think we're good. There we go. Some steam boosting, given that this is now producing. And now, oh, we can still upgrade these barns. Why are they not upgraded to the maximum? Beats me. See, the boat is stuck again. Why, my friend? Why the boats decide to get stuck in here? It's the both of them, but this one only gets stuck once the barn is full, which, you know, makes sense. Can't deliver, so it's stuck and then it forgets what it's supposed to do. But the other one is being mean to me, and I don't like it, because it's forcing me to do this every single time, and I don't enjoy it. I'm going to try and open the waterways slightly, especially in here. It's a little bit too tight, and maybe the boats get confused or something. I don't know. It's boats. They are not the smartest thing in the world, I suppose. Oh, it's rather difficult to pull this one down. Luckily, there is no gravity in this world, so we can just do this, and nothing bad happens to us. I just like to create the illusion of support. It doesn't really need to be supported, you know. It's just because, you know, it looks better this way. At least in my mind. And yeah, let me just expand the river a little bit. Maybe that will help. Who knows? And with all the parts in storage, let's upgrade into town center level 7. And now we have the mana power. The thing that I mentioned about using mana to power your buildings now is at our disposal. But the most important thing is, well, we now need to do purple coins, which are magic coins. Okay, they are the last tier of coins, so no biggie. We need to put down all the houses that we just unlocked. So let's go crazy. Alright, so we already cleared the rocks from here, so we can delete this. All these guys, they're doing nothing now. And yes, so it becomes now it becomes obvious why clearing those resources it is kind of a good idea, because we are starting to run low on space on this part. So we'll start building our houses over yeah. And for now, that's all the houses that we can build. However, in the future, once I get this rail thingy figured out and completely researched, in fact, let's take a look at it. I kind of want to get the freight cart. It's 500 research points, so it should not be that far away from our capacity. But I kind of want to do this so we can start doing the rail transport, because if we go over here we can now build a second town center. So I kind of want to build a second town far away in the distance to do the farming for us, you know, as I mentioned before. And then maybe we can even stop doing this, remove some of these belts and have the food market being supplied mostly with the exported food from other quote-unquote colonies, right? So I think it's best for me to start building the rails before we run out of space for things. I hope that the steam locomotive can go through a two-tile high thing. This is the same height I'm using for the wagons, so I'm going to assume the steam locomotive operates under the same principles. If not, well, it is fixable. We can raise this platform a little bit. It will be okay. I just don't want to have the effort of doing it right now, you know? If I can avoid doing something right now, I will, trust me. And a final bridge, and so the rail will be delivered. We just need to remove that, bring it upstairs, go like this, and then down like this. And from here, we take it to there, there, and there. Great, if we decide to do something with this bay, put some warehouses for boats or anything, we never know, right? It's better to build a bridge over the water, just in case we decide to do something. Like, for example, in here, it might look like it is useless to put a bridge in here, but it's not, because we can connect these to waterways right here with the flattened tool terrain, just like this. And now, if we come over here as well and flatten this area, our river that we are using to supply everything, not everything, most of the stuff, now has access to the main ocean right there. You see? So now, just through here, I'm pretty sure boats cannot pass this far away of a trip. I'm pretty sure boats would freak out. If they freak out from here to here, just imagine from here all the way into the vast unknown. Oh my god, they would get stuck on everything. But still, it's good to imagine, and we never know. Maybe boat AI will be fixed, and boats will be even more amazing than they are right now. So I decided this is the location of our second town center, and therefore our second city and our second farm city, that is. But this area is going to need a good flattening. These are going to be the mountain people, the mountain farmers. But we cannot use this terrain like this. We are going to select one height, and then we are going to flatten everything from there, and that height is going to be at random because I have no idea of what I'm doing. So here we go. Well, there goes my money. We flattened a quarter section of what we actually need. That's okay, that's okay. As long as I can build the tracks all the way over here. At first I was flattening through here, only then I realized there was a bunch of mana shards. I'm not going to destroy mana shards, hell no. Trees we can destroy. Right, we can go over here and destroy these trees so the train can come through here. But destroying mana shards completely out of the question. Well, we just butchered the landscape, but truth be told, the rails are now here. And that's all that we care about, because the game gen butchered the landscape itself, so we should be entitled the same right, okay? I don't want to hear another word about humans destroying the nature to build stuff, okay? Nature destroyed itself, so we can do the same thing. And it's a video game. But in any case, I'll probably will have to delete this thingy and then build it somewhere over the other side and set up a proper fueling system. I hope that that fuel and that water is enough for the one journey. This is a rather large journey after all. Oh, we still need the red coins. Come on. Well, in any case, guys, I think, but that's a problem for future me to deal with, because present me is out of time for this episode. So with that in mind, guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this episode and that you are enjoying the series so far. If you are, please consider subscribing and help the channel grow. But in the meantime, this is the Base Manager signing out. Bye bye.